Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel and welcome to Magic Arena with M20. A week early than release as it is pre-release weekend coming up, and I thought I'd take the time, go through and see what changes have been made to Arena. There's been quite a few as of late, and kind of where we are sitting with them right now. So currently the first major addition is Mastery. Mastery, in the easiest way of understanding it, is similar to the battle passes of Fortnite. So let's just go have a look at it right now. So as you do advancements within the game and do your quests, you will get XP, and with that XP you will gain a level, and from that level you will then gain rewards. So everyone starts out at the basic, which you'll get one reward every couple levels, be it an M20 pack or a mastery orb. If you decide to spend the €20, that's right, €20 on this pass, which is what 3,400 gems is, you will also start off with a elemental cat, which will stand on the side of your game board, a Chandra avatar, another one, because they're really promoting Chandra for this set, and a new set of sleeve designs which have got Chandra on it. So it's very much a Chandra orientated thing, and every level you will get something, be it gold or even card styles such as the Gorging Vulture, and even gems. So this goes on for 100 levels, and of course the styles, you will always get more if you pay more. So for example, in this case of this one, for getting to level 20, you actually get one of the Planeswalker deck, Planeswalker Sorin, the Vampire Lord. So it's 100 levels, and of course, how long do you have to do this in? Arguably, you don't have long. You have until the next set, which would be 3 months. So depending on how much you play, depends on how much you will get. My personal opinion is I feel this is quite expensive for what essentially is very little. So you actually also have to level up your cat. You won't get it in the basic. And you'll also then get a card. Oh, so you get an oh no, it's not a card style. It's a sleeve for getting to level 100, which is of Chandra. But as you'd notice, and up till level 72, from level 72 onwards, free people who do not pay anything but grind hard do not get a single reward. Now, again, that's not exactly amazing. I know they're trying to shill this. They really want people to buy into this. So what's the mastery tree do? Oh, okay. So that's another thing we'll cover in a minute. I know they really want you to go into paying these €20 and playing every day. Because that's the other thing as well. There is a XP cap. From what I've heard, there is a 1000 XP cap. And every level is 1000, so you can only level up once per day. Now, I got an email from Wizards this morning, or last night, which gave you a boost of 2000 XP, so I've already got my first 2 levels done, so I'm on level 3 into level 4 for today. So that helps, but unless there's going to be events, which there seems to be a hint towards, of getting more XP, this will be a very tough thing to do, especially if you're quite sporadic with playing, such as I have been recently. I want to come back to playing it, but at the same time I've got dedications to paper, so I'm a little bit torn. Personally, unless I start playing a lot more, making a lot more content, I probably will not be buying the gold mastery pass. I'll keep to the plain one, or if I get to maxing out level 72 with a free, I might come back, then pay for it to get all the back rewards, because I'm hoping If you buy into it later on, you'll receive all the rewards you were missing. You've already accumulated to that point. So, in the case of this, you might actually be able to make your gems back. Near enough can make your gems back, and if not, you're going to get enough wild cards that you can be able to make another kind of cool deck. So let's click into the Mastery Tree. This is another little new thing. So this, by the looks of it, is what you use these for. So you place a Mastery Orb here to obtain a style. So it's all about card styles. And so each one has got their own little things. So you start off with the common, and then you go into getting a rare at the end. But there are also more. Oh, okay, so you also get the legendaries. Okay, that's a little bit better. So there's Kalia for Zenith Seeker. So you have to, I'm guessing, max out both the red and the black one to get that. And then there's Omnath. So that'll be all of them then. There's Kethis. I actually do like Kethis. Now this is where I have a bit of a problem. My personal favourite kite car. I would love for there to be a singleton type of game, like Commander in Arena, which sure is just Brawl. It would be nice to just have Brawl as a play. I'm going to just say this now. I'm not just saying this and being dumb, am I? Bot match ranks. No, so there is no set Brawl. I would love if there was set Brawl. Just you've wanted to promote Brawl as the standard commander. You've now made some really cool cards to do it. Let's just do it. So yeah, as you go on, you will get these orbs, and those orbs then go towards your mastery to get just card styles. My personal opinion on the card styles, I actually dislike them. I find them to be a little bit annoying at times, actually, because it's all based around where you're moving, and it just kind of flexes the art. I'm not a fan of it. It would be nice if they gave you alternate arts. So, for example, when it comes to card styles for War of the Spark, if those cosmetics gave you the Japanese artworks that were exclusive. And in the case of this, getting what we used to have, which was like the F&M promo artworks, or just something a little bit different than just, oh, it moves around a bit. Personal opinion, that's where it is on that one. So let's hit back home. So let's look in the store, because the store has changed quite a bit from when I last did a video, but also recently. We have got now a lot of bundles. So, of course, this is essentially 2 boxes worth. Actually, it's more. That's about 3 boxes worth for 18,000. How much is 18,000 gems? $100. 100 euros. Okay. You'd have... Actually, you'd get change from that. So you get that in a draft. I mean, that's okay. The fact you only get 2 of the buy boxes, a little bit concerning. You probably should get 3. Also, at the same time, to me, that's not worth it because it's not a physical card. It'd be worth it if I was playing nothing but Arena Magic. So anyone who's playing Arena Magic, all for it. I believe that some of the buyer bundles are a lot better. We also have, again, more new bundles. The major ones are going to be the Elemental bundle and the Chandra bundle, which give you the same kind of cosmetics that they always do. So in the case of this one, it gives you the Chandra, the Regulator, and Fry. For 1,200 gems, I feel that's not worth it. I mean, let's go back to how much 1,200 gems is. That's nearly 10 euros. That's a little bit stupid. Also add more avatars, please, that are accessible, that like to buy separately, because don't get me wrong, guild bundles are the way you have to go to buy a lot of them. I still disagree with their pricing. 3,000, I mean, you're looking at like 20 euros for, let's have a look again. You get a sleeve, the avatar, and then 4 card styles. You don't even get the cards, you just get the card style. I kind of disagree with it a little bit. I feel that that would be a bit better at 2,000, but that's personal opinion. However, one of the things I do really like is the fact we are getting more of the sleeves for the Japanese artwork. I've also noticed that some of them have gone missing. It might not have gone missing, might be because I've bought it. So we now have the Narset, Kaya. These all were here beforehand. But the new ones, Angraf, Nissa, Vivian, and Karn. Sarah still... I don't get why Sarah's here. It's like, very nice artwork and the fact it's in the exquisite sleeve. But Modern Horizons never came out on here. But then again, same as Sol Ring. This, I am very much agreeing with the fact that the hard to find and the most exclusive artwork for the Japanese artworks, Yoshitaka Amano's Liliana Dreadhorde General, is coined. Very nice. I actually probably pick that up at some point, but right now I'm running the Jace ones, so I'm happy. So that's kind of everything that's happened so far. Again, of course, we've now got the sealed core set come out, and traditional will be there soon. 2,000, worth it for essentially 6 full seal packs. I mean, what's the rewards? 200 gems, maxed out 2-2. So you get your money back if you play well for 7 wins. But of course, that's not what. While we're here, we'll open some packs, of course, at 2020 just to see what's in them. So I will be trying to play this at some point soon. I might even do a box opening of it, and we'll take it from there. So what have we got? Hero of the Glade. That's actually a really good 1-drop. 1-2. Gain 3 life. The fact it's got a big back end for 1 green is really nice. It's elemental as well, so Gruul elementals would be quite cool for it. Steadfast Sentry, a 3-2 with Vigilance. Again, these are really solid commons so far. Someone okay. I feel this is so far the weakest common I've seen. Yoked Ox. I'd put it in the same boat. Anticipate's always a good card. And then let's have a look at the uncommons. Rapacious Dragon. A 3-3 for 5 with flying. Gain 2. Okay, so you kind of you pay 3 for a 3-3 with flying. It's okay. I don't mind that. I really like Fencing Ace, even when he was out in, I believe it was Return to Ravnica he first came out. A 1-1 with Double Strike, it's always worth it. And our rare, Voracious Hydra, a 0-1 X green with Trample. Enter battlefield with X 1-1 counters on it. Enter battlefield, choose 1, you double the number of counters, or fight, I believe that is fight target creature you don't control. The fact that the Hydra's already a 0-1 is always nice, so he's always going to have a bigger back end. I feel it's one of the better Hydras they've actually released as well. Could it be good in Standard? Maybe. I mean, Hydroid Crassus really made some massive waves when it came out. The only thing is that one did give you life, and it was a little bit better than this one. But at the same time, this can make itself really big or fight someone. So it's not so bad. I feel this has potential. But if I was picking a card from this, I know obviously it's not a pure like draft pick. I probably would be choosing either the Fencing Ace or the Hero of the Glade. I'd probably go Fencing Ace in the end though. So let's move on to pack 2. See what else is in M20. So, okay, gold, a rare wildcard and a common wildcard, so that's always nice to have. A Anvil Route Raptor, 4 for a first striking flyer, that's 2-1, that's kind of bad. Stone Golem! Don't know how long it's been since Stone Golem's been reprinted, but it's probably not been that long. A 5-mana 4-4, Yoked Ox again. Murder, because they'll never reprint Doomblade, no matter how much I'd want them to. 1 double black for destroy target creature. It's always good. There's always better removal spells. I mean, we still got Assassin's Trophy, and we still got like Elder Spell and stuff like that. So it's not really got a place, but sealed is always nice. And then Vengeful War Tree, 4 and a black for a 4 for whenever you lose life for the first time each turn. Put a 1-1 on Vengeful War Tree. The fact that it's an Orc Warrior, we're getting Orcs back. That's kind of cool. It does feel like we are seeing some of the weirder and more wonderful cards and planes kind of being represented in M20. So like Orcs are mainly a Khans thing, and I know that there's a Starfield Mystic, which is supposed to be like Stoneforge Mystic, who more represents Theros. So it's kind of like which one we're going to go to. It'd be kind of cool. Mordivine Reclamation, a 3 black-green enchantment. Whenever a creature dies, you gain a life control card. It's okay. I mean, the fact it costs 5 mana is like, if this was costing maybe, if it was 4 mana, maybe a tiny bit better, just so it can come online a little bit earlier. It's good with board wipes, especially for the fact that black has access to green-black has access to its new one from War of the Spark. So it's got potential, especially, to be fair, actually in Brawl that'd be pretty decent, because if you're running the Saproling Aristocrats deck, Moldavine Reclamation means that you're always getting card advantage, so it's not too bad. And the rare, brought back, instant, double white. Choose up to 2 target permanent cards in your graveyard that are put in there from the battlefield this turn, return them to the battlefield tap. An instant speed reanimation spell in white. I actually like this card quite a bit. The fact it's got no restriction on mana costing is really good. The only issue is it has to be an instant speed thing, because normally it'd be on it'd be on an attack and defense or block, so you can kind of bring stuff back, so you can like try and 2-4 on your opponent. I like it. For standard, I think it will do pretty well, because it just means you can save a lot of the bigger threats. So like some of the Boros Angels can be saved a lot more. Like a Lyra, but kind of like trading for a Lyra, and then you can brought back your Lyra. That's always nice. So again, I think I'd probably pick brought back in that. So pack 3. We have Moat Piranhas. It's probably one of the funniest defenders I've seen in a while. At one point I was building from M19 the Strategist Dragon. That makes all defenders can attack. Moat Piranhas would fit into that perfectly, just because it's just a 3/3. Past that, it's good for blue, especially in sealed. Monarchical Rage has come back again for +2/+2 cat block. It's always a half decent card if you're running a red aggro. So for Sentry again, always nice. Pack Mastiff, a 2/2 for 1 and a red, and 1 and a red. Each creature you control named Pack Mastiff gets +1 to end the turn. The fact that stackable is quite nice. Other than that, meh. Feral Abomination returning is always good. A 6 mana for a 5/5 with Death Touch is actually a really solid card. Scuttlemart, a new Scarecrow. So this also is kind of weird, because Scarecrows were a massive thing for Shadowmoor. So we get a 3 mana 2/2. Tap, add 1 mana of any colour. So nice mana dork. And target creature becomes the colour or colours of your choice until that turn. Now that's interesting. The fact he can paint things a different colour does benefit a lot. I don't remember how many cards actually have anything to do with colours. I know M20's kind of brought back more of colours matter, especially for certain cards, like I think an Elemental does. I don't think it's Omnath, I think it's someone else. I think there's a Drake that's got pro green, so that's always a solid, because it means that you can paint and like during a combat during blockers, you can always tap Scuttlemart to make something the colour for you, some of your things to bounce off. Ogre Siegebreaker, an Ogre Berserker. Oh dear. Okay. That's kind of cool. I didn't realise we're getting ogres again. 2 black and a red for 4/3. Destroy target creature that was dealt damage this turn. It's not bad. I mean, it can get rid of those things that's kind of like hard to get hold of, so you can ping something and then blow it up with Siegebreaker, so I'm not too fussed by that. Hanged Executioner. 2 and a white for a 1/1 with flying. So, from the face of that, it's not that great. When Hanged Executioner enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 white flying token with flying. Okay, so you're getting 2 1/1s for 3 mana. Not so bad. So what's his ability? 3 and a white. Exile, Hanged Executioner. Oh, okay. So it's... So in the end, you kind of get like a instant speed from turn 4 onwards. You get an instant speed exile effect, and at the end of it, you have potential of keeping a 1/1 with flying. It's not terrible. It's not good either. If I was going to pick from that, I'd probably pick the Abomination as a bomb. I don't like that I don't like that white card. It was kind of mediocre. Duress, always good to see Duress, but I kind of like the fact they kept the elf artwork. It's my personal favourite of all the artworks. I didn't like the one from Ixalan. It's a bit weird. Moment of heroism. Tusty and gain lifelink. Always a nice card to see back. This is a card I've been missing for a while. Pacifism. I actually really appreciate the return of pacifism. And the artwork's pretty sick on it. I actually really like it. I mean, I'm so used to seeing the voodoo one. Greenwood Sentinel. A 2/2 with Vigilant Elf Scout. Major question of this one is, could it see play in Modern Elves? Not really, because there's better options. For to have Vigilance, it's solid, but the fact that it doesn't give you any more bonuses is kind of bad. One of my personal favourite cards in Standard right now is Chandra's Embercat. 1 and 1 red, add for a 2/2 Elemental Cat. Tap, add 1 red mana, spend this mana only to cast an Element Spirit Chandra. I am currently building a mono red elemental deck. I know you can play 3 color and 2 color. Well, you can kind of build 3 color because of Omnath, and you can build 2 quite happily with some of the other color cards. I personally kind of like the mono red build with it, and having it be focused around Chandra a little bit more, just because of Embercat's bonus to the fact that from turn 3, you have access to 4 mana, which you can devote either to to the uncommon Chandra, which then means you can get 2 more mana back out, so you can kind of start going off a little bit more, or you can start getting Bitter Boar State, and it's a pretty decent 2/2, so it's not bad. It's a not bad bear, if it's a cat. Gauntlets of Lie, a 2 and a white for an enchantment aura. Enchanted creature gets +0/+2 and assigns combat damage equal to its toughness rather than its power. An enchanted creature has 2 and a white untapped creature. I kind of like that, to be fair. Especially because so far we've seen quite a lot of creatures with a bigger back end, so being able to see them kind of devote a little bit more to that, especially with what I can see of our other uncommon, that would be kind of a nice pairing, because it's already a 2/3 to make it a 2/5, and it assigns its combat damage equal to its toughness, so you can then hit something really hard. And to untap it, so you can always just make it. It's kind of like pseudo vigilance. It's not bad. I actually don't mind that card. Empyrean Eagle, 1 white and a blue for a 2/3 with flying. Other creatures you control with flying get 1/+1/+1. Now that's really good, because what you have to dedicate yourself to white and blue. It's a 2/3 to begin with flying. That's already really good, and the fact that it's got an anthem effect for the flyers, so it's one with the is it one with the wind or gone with the wind? I can't remember. It's a 2 mana 1/1 each creature flying gets +1/+1. The fact you get that type of anthem effect on it as well, I feel that's really good. It actually might be a really good card for Azorius flyers, so that could see that coming to its own. And our final rare, the Bag of Holding. Bag of Holding is a 1 mana artifact. Whenever you discard a card, exile that card from your graveyard. 2 mana and tap, draw a card, then discard a card. 4 mana and tap, sacrifice Bag of Holding, return all cards exiled with Bag of Holding to their owner's hand. So this is pretty much a D&D reference, of course, Wizards of the Coast's own Dungeons & Dragons and Magic. Whenever you discard, exile the card from the graveyard. It's okay. The fact you can, it's kind of where I'm trying to think of the 1 mana, what it was called in Kaladesh. But every time it attacked, you exiled a card underneath it, and then you could pay to sack it to then get all those cards back. So it was a really good card refresher. The thing is, that was for a free mana costing. This is you have to either have another sack outlet to draw to rummage, or you are drawing and discarding with it. I don't really like it. I feel this is very much a generic kind of, here is a rare we want to give you, have done with it. So if I was going to pick a card from this for drafting or to build around, it probably would be Imperial Eagle. Yes, you're going into white and blue, but the fact is that it's a flyer with that cool effect is really good. Close second probably would be the Embercat. Both of them are really good. You can find so many elementals these days, and it's got good stats, but Eagle wins for me. So that is everything so far for M20. Thank you very much for watching. I'll probably do a bit more stuff. I'll probably try and do a deck tech on mono red elementals once I've built the deck, and we'll take it from there. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.